guys, as you know, we just purchased this, the brand new 2023 Raptor R. And what happened, Tommy?
Well, we got about 4 inches of snow just 36 hours into owning this brand new truck, and we thought it'd be fun to take it out into this spring snow and see how it performs.
Yeah, it's not, you know, a dump, but nevertheless, it's still snowing. So let's do our typical TFL first snow video, which always starts with the most important thing in the snow, which is, of course, the tires, Tommy.
Yeah, that's right. So this Ford F-150 Raptor R comes equipped from the factory with the BF Goodrich KO2 all-terrain tire. Now, BFG does the KO2 in a couple of different versions. There's a snow-rated one and a standard version, but this one is actually the 3-peak snow-rated version of the KO2, which is very cool. And these are 37-inch tall tires, which is pretty crazy to think that you can buy a factory bone stock truck on 37s. When I started off-roading, like 31s were pretty big, 33s were crazy, and now you can get a bone stock vehicle with the warranty on 37s.
So the question is, how does a truck with 700 horsepower, 700 supercharged horsepower do in the snow with tall tires and, of course, automatic, Tommy, all-wheel drive?
Yeah, that's a really great question, Dad. I'm excited to see because we have 2 high, we have 4-wheel drive auto, we have 4 high, and of course 4 low. Now, 4-wheel drive auto is a great function because here in Colorado winters, right, oftentimes we have days of no snow, days of big snow, and you're often going between 2 high, 4 high, 2 high, 4 high. Stick it in 4 auto, and even on like a drive the conditions may change, the truck will do it all for you.
Yeah, I mean, we have 2 vehicles that don't have an auto feature, actually 2 trucks, right? We've got the Ram and Stubby, which is our Ram 1500, and we have the Ranger. And every time it snows, you put it in 4-wheel drive, but then if you hit a dry spot, right, it starts to crab, makes it hard to park. So 4 auto is really handy.
It sure is, yeah, and we'll kind of play with that in the truck today and see how it performs. But of course, the Raptor R is the ultimate Ford F-150 Raptor. It just debuted. Now, you can get the Raptor in both the twin-turbo V6 or the supercharged 5.2-liter V8, and that's what the R denotes. But this is an expensive truck, $109,000.
Now, the criticism I've seen on YouTube with this Raptor R is that it doesn't stand out enough. The way you can tell a Raptor R from, let's say, a Raptor 37, which this one also has 37 tall tires, is it's got this red R, it's got these red tow hooks, there's a red R in the word Raptor. Actually, it's orange, it's code orange. And then there's a code orange Raptor with a code orange R in it. And you think this is too subtle, Tommy?
Yeah, I really do. I think, you know, especially if you're spending $30,000 more than the standard Raptor, one of the big appeals is that you want to tell your neighbors that you have the ultimate truck. And it would be really cool if it had like side pipes or, you know, some kind of crazy front bumper on it.
How about like big old flares? I mean, this is also unique, this little piece of plastic up here, but it is just that, a piece of plastic. So maybe a big old hood scoop to designate.
Look at this.
The supercharger, kind of like the TRX has.
Now, did you know this is unique to the R? You have all these 8s, right, which stands for the 8-cylinder.
Yeah.
Can you find the V?
Oh, that's a good question. There's a V in there somewhere?
Yeah, so there's all 8s except for one V.
Oh, I did not know that. And it's like a little game, huh?
Yeah, so they're all 8s, yep.
I'm looking, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8.
You're getting colder.
Okay, 8, 8,
Warmer.
8, 8, 8.
Warmer.
8, 8.
Warmer. Hot, hot, very hot.
There it is.
There's the V.
Oh, nice work, Tommy. I didn't know that there was a V in there. Oh, Ford, you do love your Easter eggs.
Well, it is very cold, so should we hop in and see how it does in the snow?
Yeah, why don't you let's show them the different exhausts. So here, why don't you take the phone and show them, we have 4 different levels of exhaust and suspension, but the exhaust is more fun.
Now, what I like about this is, for example, if it's a cold, snowy morning like this, and you want to start the truck and have it be pretty quiet, what you can do is push this little button here on the steering wheel, and you can put it into a quiet mode, which closes some baffles on the exhaust. And now you can almost blend in with every other vehicle.
What I'll do is I'll put my mic over by the exhaust.
Don't put it too close.
I won't
it's a loud truck.
I won't put it too close. You can switch between them and you guys can listen.
So that's quiet mode. Okay, and then here you can actually hear the change when I go into normal. Pretty obvious change. Then, if I keep going a little further, we can also go into sport. And then lastly, this is for off-road use only, so we're not going to run it on the streets, but there's also a Baja mode.
Okay, we don't want to wake up the neighbors. It is early in the morning, but that is loud.
Yeah, my favorite is normal.
Yeah?
I think that's the best balance. So, do you want to take the camera?
You know, I have a question. In the regular Raptor with the EcoBoost twin turbo, they enhance the engine note inside the cabin. Do you think they do it in this one?
You know, I'm not really sure.
I
That's
don't
a
know
great
either.
question.
If you guys know, let us know in the comments below. My gut tells me not really, because it feels, you know, pretty natural when you're inside the truck.
So should we get a shot of it going up the street?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, here we go. Hey all, we've got some really exciting vehicles up for auction this week over at TFLbids.com, including this 2022 Chevrolet Colorado ZR2 with a bunch of AEV upgrades. This thing looks fantastic. Check out TFLbids.com for more info on all these fantastic rides.
Hold on, Tommy. I'm not. I'm going to talk, so you don't talk, because
Yeah,
I might lose you.
mics.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll talk. All right. Here we go. See how it does in the snow. It does sound magnificent, and I got to tell you, the ground clearance does help with those 37s. So I think he's going to come around the block, or he's going to come over here. I don't know yet. Oh, that's a Jeep. He faked me out. And of course, Wranglers are also good in the snow. Once again, that's that question of all-wheel drive versus four-wheel drive. So let me see where Tommy is, and then I'll jump in with him, and we'll see how he does. Here he comes. Oh, that's a great shot. That snow flying off the wheels. And that code orange color is really good. I think he's having fun. I'm certainly enjoying watching that truck throw up some great amounts of snow. Now, as you know, this is really a test of the tires, right? So depending on your tires, the all-wheel drive is good for getting you going, but when it comes to turning or when it comes to stopping, which you can make an argument is more important, then of course tires are key, because tires give you control or not. Let me hop inside with Tommy and we'll go for a little bit of a ride. I love that, Tommy. The orange color with this white snow really pops. I'm glad we got the code orange.
Yeah, that was a great choice, Dad. That was a really smart idea. Now let's see the different drive modes, should we?
Yeah.
So we've got normal, off-road, Baja. We have, what's that? Is that a rock crawl sitting there, Dad? I think it might be. And then we also have sport, tow, and slippery. So we'll go into slippery. So that put it into 4 auto. Now the different modes actually take control of the all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive system to engage 4 auto, 4 low, 4 high as it sees fit. And in slippery it went into 4 auto. Now one thing I will say about this Raptor is it is incredibly capable, but it is a heavy vehicle. So when you get all that mass moving at speed, and that speed comes quickly with a supercharged V8, you got to be ready to control a safe and controlled stop, because it does have a tendency to kind of push a little bit with all that mass. But these BFG snow rated tires perform excellent in these conditions. Really, really impressive. Now the nice thing too is this truck is capable of flying across a desert at 70, 80, 90 miles an hour, right?
Look, another Raptor.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And
Second gen.
St. Bernard. How appropriate.
St. Bernard is the most capable vehicle we're seeing today.
Exactly.
But what I like about the Raptor R is you dial it into the quietest setting, right? You put the suspension on the soft, and it really becomes a nice, calm cruiser that is in no way scary. So I actually think that this car is better at kind of toning itself down, being less high-strung than a TRX in some ways.
Look, there are a bunch of things that kind of determine performance in the snow. And like I was just saying, when you were driving around, tires are the most important. But ground clearance is also important. I remember I had a V70R Volvo with full-on snow tires, and we had a Colorado snowstorm, and it got high-centered, Tommy, high-centered.
Yeah, that does happen. Even with the best dedicated snow tires, it is possible to get them stuck. This truck has so much ground clearance that it really isn't a problem. I also like the traction control programming that Ford has done, even in the standard mode, traction control on. It does allow just a little bit of slippage, just enough wheel spin to get you through some of the deeper sections without cutting all power. And this 10-speed automatic is fantastic because it absolutely rips the shifts. So when you are on the accelerator, it almost sounds like a little F1 car, and that is, and it shifts really, really quickly.
Yeah, I think this actually has a different program shift mode than the regular Raptor. That one seems, we've driven, now all 3 generations of it, and that one seems to shift much slower. This thing, like you said, just shifts like a Formula One car.
It also has a very, sorry to edit, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead. Go left here.
It has a very soft ride, and I like that. So the Gen 1 Raptor that we had was like a couch, it just absolutely floated over everything. The Gen 2, they really firmed up. The Gen 3, with these active Fox shocks, once again, back to the really floaty ride.
Do you want to go hit some of the snow one more time and I'll just film you?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, I mean, get a little bit of like Raptor orange code red Raptor in the snow.
Sounds good.
All right, go for it. And then, yeah, I would say this is one of the better vehicles we've had for the snow, but all pickup trucks are good in the snow.
Yeah, they all have a lot of capability.
Yeah, they all do have a lot of capability. And you were talking about weight. Imagine what the Hummer EV would be like, because this one is, I think, 3,000 pounds less than a Hummer EV. All right, go for it. Well, we got the exhaust. Oh my, that was fun. What we need is maybe Moab. Wide open space and a lot of snow. It doesn't snow a lot in Moab, but it does snow a little bit in Moab. A lot of people taking dogs for a walk today. I think people are enjoying the snow, as are our furry friends. Anyway, here he comes. Look at that. That was great, Tommy. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and we'll be doing a lot more videos with this Raptor R, and can't wait to maybe do some comparisons to the Hummer EV and some of the other trucks that we have in our fleet.
Yeah, for sure. So be sure to stay tuned over at tfltruck.com. Andre's got the full coverage coming.
See you next time. Ciao.